Hi guys, sorry for the delay. I had a pee break, so I had to go. But we are back, and hello to everyone I've spoken to today. Hopefully you can all join in, and we can see some familiar faces and also some new faces. In today's session, we're going to talk about crime. So we're going to talk about, and we're going to find the criminals amongst you in the Verbling community. Okay, we're going to talk about what we class as what we consider to be criminal, and generally crime and law and order and all these kind of topics. So I've got lots of questions we can talk about and see what happens. Yeah, and we're going to also compare countries and cities within countries, which are the crime hotspots, so to say, and which countries we feel most safe in. So that's going to be the topic, so I hope lots of people can join in. I've attached a document to Verbling, which you can open, which will give you a guideline as to how we're gonna lead the discussion. But it's going to be fairly free, fairly open. We're just going to have a chat, really, and improve the speaking in this session. Later on, maybe we'll follow it up and do a vocab session based on it. But in this session, it's going to be really about speaking training, because we've had a lot of reading and things like that today. Okay, so hopefully lots of people can join in. No one has commented on the Verbling box yet, but I still hope there are people out there. Okay, I still hope so. But for those who are watching, my Facebook name now is Martin Stoner Verbling. Please, please, please add me on Facebook, okay? Because I want to be able to communicate with you in between classes, not just about the classes, but about what you're doing. Yeah, so it'd be nice to stay in touch, and also to hear about your feedback, to hear what you want to talk about, to hear what you want me to improve on, and things like that. So search me on Facebook, Martin Stoner Verbling. So that's for Facebook. It's not so I remember my name. Yeah, I remember Martin Stoner. I remember I'm with Verbling. But hopefully you can all join in very, very soon, and we can make a start with this topic. I don't know how long we've got before you can join, but I hope it's not too long. Okay, so while you're waiting to join, we've got Andrew here. We'll be thinking of some kind of crime that's a problem in your country, okay? And we can talk about this and share experiences. We have, going from left to right, we have Andrew. We have Dia. Yes, perfect, Dia. How are you? We just spoke, yeah?
Yeah. For a little bit ago.
For a little bit, yeah. So this is going to be mainly speaking, yeah. So there won't be so much a vocab to learn. So hopefully, yeah, you'll get more opportunities to speak in this session.
Okay. I'm really excited about the title of this lesson, because I really have a debate session on a crime on the next day, tomorrow.
Tomorrow? Ah, wow. Okay.
Yeah.
In English or your own language?
Yes, in English, too. With Mrs. Lisa, yeah. Mrs. Lisa is the UK teacher.
On Verbling?
No, not on Verbling.
Oh, in your class. Okay, I was going to say, I hope we didn't double up on topics, yeah? Because we're free to use our own topics. And sometimes
I'm too excited about the topic.
Okay, so that's quite interesting. By the way, guys, that's the point. It's coincidence that Dia has got a debate tomorrow about crime. If you have something coming up that you want training on in English, add me on Facebook and comment and say, oh, tomorrow, Martin, I've got a job interview. Can you have a lesson on job interviews? Or tomorrow, I've got an English test. Can you have a lesson? If you add me on Facebook, you can write that, and I can adapt my lessons accordingly. Okay? So it's about you guys. If you want your
Facebook account is
Martin Stoner Verbling. Can you see on the Verbling chat? I'll write it also on the Google chat. Yeah. So.
Okay, I will check it in a little bit.
Okay, no worries. That applies to anyone. Can add and comment and make a request. Yeah, and I'll listen to you, of course. Jose.
Hi everyone, I'm Jose.
Perfect. How are you today?
Fine. Today is Friday. Thank God.
It's Friday, yeah, the Friday feeling. You've already got it, Jose. So you're finished, now you can
Friday.
relax. Now you can relax, enjoy the weekend.
Yes.
Sounds
Resting, to do resting.
Couple more English lessons and then the weekend. Nice. Peter, wow, Peter, when did you take this? Are you in London right now, Peter? Have you just flown over?
No, that was made 3 years ago.
And does everyone know where this is?
It's not very good, but
No, it's still.
just
No, I think.
found it.
Did you take it from the street or did you take it from like a taxi?
From the
bus?
bridge.
From the bridge. Yep. So it's right by.
And that was
Big Ben.
actually made exactly at midnight.
Wow. Okay. Wow, that's cool. That's cool. By the way, Peter, do you know it's really cheap to fly from Bremen? Yeah. So I paid maybe 20 euros.
Yeah, if you're not scared of bad service and
Okay. Just block your ears and don't listen about the Ryanair scratch cards. Yeah?
if you don't mind rude personnel and trying to sell you lottery tickets for the Irish lottery and stuff like that.
So on, and like cigarettes that you can't smoke on the plane or something like that. Yeah. So it's very interesting experience. But we have also Jonathan. Can you hear us?
Yes, teacher, I can hear you.
Cool. And where are you from?
I'm from Colombia.
Great. Nice to meet you. We've got Jose from Spain, Jonathan from Colombia, Dia from you just said
Egypt, Cairo. Yeah.
Cairo, Egypt. Yeah, Cairo, Egypt.
Yeah.
Andrew from. Andrew, can you hear?
Yes, I can.
Where are you from again?
I'm from Russia.
From Russia. Cool.
Yes.
Okay, so we have a mix of nationalities, and Peter, of course, from.
Well, sometimes from Britain. At the moment
It
from
depends on the
Germany.
mood. Yeah, it depends on the mood.
Yeah.
When Britain does something nice, you're British. When Germany does something nice,
Yeah.
you're German.
Actually, last night I saw documentation about Cornwall.
And you felt
actually
Cornish.
from Penzance.
And you felt Cornish.
That brought back memories.
Jonathan, I can hear some background noise. What I'm going to do is just mute you in between, okay? But when you want to speak, just unmute yourself, okay? And then we'll come back. So Peter, yeah, so you saw a documentary about Cornwall,
Yeah.
a German documentary.
Yeah, Mare TV on the third channel.
Write it down. I'll have a look.
NDR.
I'm interested. I'll have a look.
Might be
yeah.
in the Mediathek. Was really nice. There was one about Penzance, Penrith area, and the second one was the south around where Agatha Christie lived.
Okay,
Torquay.
Talking stuff. Yeah. So you felt
Bournemouth, Torquay.
homesick a little. Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well,
So-
actually, I worked at that swimming pool. They showed all the time.
Wow, and you're like, yeah, I want to go back. Okay, but I don't know if you're planning a trip, yeah? So yeah, we could, yeah. So can you hear me? Can't. Okay, we'll come back. Okay, now I hear something. Okay, in that case, let's go to the point a bit. When we can hear you, just shout out, okay? Anyone else? Okay, we can't hear now. We're going to talk about crime, okay? And we're going to find out who here is the criminal, the biggest criminal. Okay, so Peter, have you ever committed a crime of any extent?
No,
Never.
never.
Never anything even slightly illegal.
Well, maybe I think you called it petty crime.
Petty
But
crimes.
that was a long time ago.
And what did you do, if you don't mind sharing?
I can't even remember.
Okay, so but you're familiar. Maybe you have done a petty crime. A
Yeah,
petty crime,
maybe,
for those
yeah.
who don't know,
Long time ago.
is what, Peter? Could you explain?
If you perhaps took something from a shoplifting, something very small, no?
So
Or
something like a sweet, a
what
5-piece,
else? If you took
like a
Sorry?
5-piece or a 5-cent sweet or 10-cent sweet, something.
yeah,
like this.
something very small, nothing big or valuable or so. That is not petty crime anymore.
Trivial
And-
crime? Trivial crime?
Yeah, sorry.
Trivial crime?
Trivial crime. Yeah, I guess so. Trivial. It's basically not important crime. Of course, all crime is important, but on the scale of things, stealing a 5-cent sweet or 10-cent sweet is not like stealing a TV. Yeah, so there's different levels, and we call the smaller crime petty crime. Petty crime. So petty is like a French word, I think, but we spell it differently. So petty, we say like small. Petty crime, small crime. Did you understand, Andrew? Okay. Did you? So Dia understood now, yeah?
Yes, sure.
Jonathan, did you understand?
Yes, yes, I understand the question.
Okay. Have you ever committed a crime of any extent?
Okay, when in my childhood, I steal candy early in a store. Yes,
Yeah.
and a little. It's shoplifting, right?
Shoplifting,
So-
yeah. So shoplifting is
so-
stealing from a shop.
Yes, I like the candies, and this is like I was stealing for a few years.
Yeah. And did it work? Yeah. So Sufiana said, "Is there any policeman here?" Yeah. I don't know. We'll ask in a minute. But it's okay. We're from different countries. Yeah. So hopefully, it's okay. Jonathan, you said so you shoplifted for a couple of years. Did you ever get caught? Were you
Excuse
ever
me?
caught? Were you ever caught? Did you ever get caught? Meaning, did anyone ever see you shoplifting?
No, anybody saw me to steal the candy, so I didn't have a problems.
So you've got the tricks. You mastered the tricks of the trade. Yeah, you know how it
Yeah.
works. Cool. Sorry, Dia, I didn't ask you this question. Have you ever committed a crime? And what kind of crime? And did you ever get caught?
Okay, it's a type of a petty crime, sure. That I use an expired ID membership for a gym, and I use it to go to the gym for a couple of days, twice a week, yeah.
To what for a couple of days?
Yeah, until I catch it by the coach. He asked me that this member ID is expired. Told him, oh my God, I didn't see it before, and it's not mine. But I pay a new membership, yeah. I think.
Things like using an old membership card or something. Yeah, just showing it really quickly,
Yeah.
something like that. Okay,
Yeah,
yeah, so that's
I just have an expired ID and I use it to go to the gym. Yeah, and no one knows that it's expired, and I use it for a couple of days. Yeah, until the coach is getting my idea and told me that it's expired. How you do that? Told him I don't know it's expired, but I really know, you know.
and you have to do the act. You're like, oh, really? Oh, I didn't notice. Yeah.
Oh my God, yes, yes,
Okay.
yes.
Bad dear. Okay, so Jonathan said, Jose, have you ever committed a crime like this, like a petty crime? I don't want anyone to say they've murdered people or something like this, yeah? But Jose, yeah. So have you ever committed a crime?
I don't remember, but I suppose that when I was here, I did any petty crime, like to take something.
So stealing small things like that, yeah. So that's petty crime, yeah. Okay, so did you ever get caught though, Jose? Did you ever get caught?
Coach.
As in,
No.
did
no,
you get the police find you,
Yes.
or your parents find you and go, Jose, blah, 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 blah.
Yes, no, he didn't.
You didn't get caught, yeah? So you've also got the tricks of the trade. Nanu, you've just... Oh, she's gone. Alexander, reveal. Ooh. Alexander, are you here?
Yes, I have some trouble.
Cool, no worries, no worries. Okay, did you follow what we were talking about? Did you follow the discussion?
No, I come now. You're talking about maybe, I don't know. Well,
So crime,
No.
yes? We're talking about crime, and I asked the question, has anyone ever committed a crime? It can be a petty crime, meaning a small crime, like, I don't know, stealing a sweet from a shop when you were a child, or even something serious, yeah, if you've got an interesting story. Please, someone have an interesting story.
Yes, I have one crime. When I be young, I draw graffiti.
Yeah,
Yes.
okay, so you're a graffiti artist.
Yes, graffiti artist. And one night, I and my friend draw graffiti, draw, and cops wrote with us and answer, what do you do? And we start to run, and I have big, huge problem for this. And now I never draw in the road.
Graffiti, yes. So not on Big Ben, you don't go up to Big Ben and go, yeah, something like that. Yeah, okay, so, but you see a lot of it in London, yeah, so graffiti and stuff, but some of it is really cool, yeah, so some of it is like, okay, you think, okay, that's not appropriate or whatever, but some of it actually is quite cool. What kind of graffiti did you, if it's in the right place, yeah, if it's in, not of course on historical buildings or whatever, but Alexander, did you do cool graffiti or kind of normal graffiti? Like Banksy, were you the Russian Banksy?
No, in Russian graffiti is very low. But I know Banksy, I see this graffiti, it's wow, it's art.
Yeah, that's the thing, yeah, so where does it go, yeah, so is it a crime or is it actually art, you know? That's another question. Okay, you could just say that to the policeman, yeah, he arrests you for graffitiing, you could just say, well, you know, Banksy gets away with it, you know? Why is he better? You could, I don't know if that would work. Okay, so you're saying, yeah.
What to say?
Yeah, so you're saying graffiti and stuff like that, yeah? So, sorry, I did capture as well, maybe, by mistake. Let's go back. Wait, what's happening? Okay, that's okay. Okay, so, Nanu, can you hear us?
Yes.
Good to speak with you again.
What?
Good to speak with you again. Nice to speak with you again.
Thank you so much. All the pleasure is mine. Thank you so much, sir.
Okay, so we spoke yesterday, I remember, yeah? So I think yesterday evening. How are you today, and have you committed a crime? Yeah, that's the... In fact, don't worry about how are you. Have you committed a crime? We're talking about crime today. Confession time, confession time. Are you there? Okay, we'll come back to you, Nanu. We'll come back.
Can I ask you a question about
Yes.
meaning of a word? What are the meaning of word uplift your mind? Because
Uplift your mind, yeah? So uplift your mind, it kind of means to uplift yourself, to make yourself feel better. Yeah, to uplift your mind, maybe make your mind feel better. Yeah? Yeah? So,
and shoplifting meaning to rob the shops. Yeah.
rob the shop, yeah, it's okay, shoplifting, like lifting the shop up, but it has no relevance, yeah? It's just stealing something from a shop. Stealing, I don't know, products from the shop, that's shoplifting.
And uplift your mind meaning put it in a good mood. Put your mind
yeah.
in a...
Yeah, I feel good, yeah? I feel uplifted, yeah? Means before you felt a bit, and now you feel uplifted, yeah? You feel good.
Because I'm interested also in listening trance, which generate uplifting trance, you know?
Uplifting friends, they're making friends feel good. If they feel bad,
uplifting
they feel down.
No, trance. You heard about trance music, electronic music?
Trance music, yeah.
Trance, yeah. I really enjoy listening uplifting trance, you know?
And techno and stuff like that, yeah? So for example, if you're feeling stressed or if your mind is clogged up, if you listen to this kind of music, this trancey kind of stuff,
yeah,
it uplifts you, yeah? It gets rid of the stress.
Yeah, it's pretty good, yeah.
It means you feel bad. You feel bad, but then you feel better. Andrew, can you hear us?
Yes.
Great, nice to speak with you again. Okay, have you committed a crime?
No.
Never?
No.
Not even a petty crime?
No.
Okay, it's interesting. So things like, okay, maybe I've avoided train tickets and things like that, yeah? So maybe things like that, yeah, but I don't think I've stolen anything from a shop, but I've occasionally been known to maybe avoid the the ticket. But anyway, okay, so let's not reveal my corrupt side. So, okay, we're going to talk about crime today, and we're going to see if it's a problem in your countries and what people can do to stop it and things like this. And if it really is always bad. So, Andrew, tell us about Russia. So, or even your city within Russia. What's it like to do with crime? Is there a lot of crime, or is there not so much crime?
Okay, in statistics, last year we had 14,000 murders.
In the whole of Russia or your city?
Yes, in Russia. In my city, in Petersburg, I don't know actually, but we have a lot of crimes, yes, in whole situation.
And what's the punishment if you commit a crime? Yes, what would happen to this murderer?
The murderer go to the jail, like everywhere, but we have not. Okay. We have not a death penalty in Russia.
Okay, yeah. So there's no death penalty. It wouldn't be that he's killed someone. So we don't have that as well. But I know that in some countries they have the death penalty. I think maybe I don't know what it's like in America, but they have some. They still have the death penalty for certain situations. We don't in the UK, but you're saying that they would go to jail, yeah? So
yes.
What kind of sentence would they get? Is there a fixed sentence, like, oh, if you murder someone you get 20 years or life, or does it really depend on the circumstances?
It depends of circumstances.
Okay, yeah.
Yes,
so it depends how serious it was.
About 10 years maybe for one murder, I guess.
Okay, yeah. So 7 murders and you're in there for life, pretty much, yeah?
Yes.
Okay, so would you say that that's the biggest crime in Russia?
What?
Would you say that this is the biggest crime in Russia, the biggest problem to do with crime in Russia? Would you say there's a bigger crime than murder?
One of the biggest.
One of the biggest.
Yes.
Okay, Dia, what do you say in your country? What's the biggest crime?
Yeah, in a nutshell.
Guys, one second. There's some background noise. I'm gonna mute some people to see if I can find the source. And hopefully it's okay. Yeah. So, Can, it's coming from you, I think. Just don't worry. Just make sure the Verbling website is closed, okay? No worries. Cool. Okay, so Dia, sorry.
Yes, in a nutshell, according to the government report, the shoplifting is taking the highest priority in the crimes, in committing crimes. Yeah, this month.
Okay.
That's all. And in my city, yeah, sure. And
so shoplifting.
Shoplifting, yes, in malls or something like that.
Is it a problem then, yeah? Or do you think actually it's not the worst crime to have? Yeah, so is it a problem in your city? Does it affect everyone? For example, okay, if your city's full of murderers, then you know this could risk on your life. London, there's a lot of murder as well. Maybe it's some of the big cities. But does this affect anyone else apart from the shop owners, Dia?
Yeah. I don't understand what you are. And don't understand your question.
So, would you say it's a safe city? Yeah, because you're saying there's shoplifting, but it's not like there's lots of murder. Yeah.
Yes. It's too safe. But shoplifting, a lot of businesses have been destroyed with shoplifting. Yeah.
And what's the punishment? Yeah. So if you're caught shoplifting, what kind of how would they be punished?
They busted and they take from 3 to 6 months being jailed. Yeah.
Okay, so they'll be in prison for 6 months or so, yes?
Prison. But the express of jailed is not correct?
Jailed, yeah, you can say that, imprisoned or jailed. They'll be jailed.
Okay.
They'll go behind bars, we say as well, yeah? They're going behind bars. Or they're at Her Majesty's pleasure, but that's in the UK. It's a very British expression, meaning because the Queen controls the prisons. So at Her Majesty's pleasure means a guest of the Queen. Yeah, is in prison.
Guest of the Queen.
But we say at Her Majesty's pleasure. The pleasure is in, it's my pleasure to host you. It's kind of like a joke, at Her Majesty's pleasure. Meaning a guest of the Queen in her prison. Okay, so, yeah, so you'll be imprisoned. Is it a bad punishment, do you think? Yeah, do you think it's enough to make people think, no, I'm not going to commit a crime?
No, I don't think so.
It's
I
not
don't
enough.
think so. Yeah,
That's cool.
it's not enough because it's increasing from day to another.
Yeah. So,
Yeah, as the time is going, the shoplifting is going on.
so it's
Yeah.
increasing. More people are doing it stuff.
Yes.
Jonathan, what do you say? So, in your city, in your country, what's the biggest crime?
Okay, my city is Bogota. So Bogota has is famous because okay, it's the city of Colombia, and Colombia have a big problem, and its problem is drug traffic.
Okay,
Yes,
Yep.
because we have guerrilla, las FARC. Yes, so this is a big problem of my country. The guerrilla is like a. Do you know what is guerrilla?
No. Could you write this down for us?
Um, I know I don't know this word in English, but it's like a group of person
Like a gang or
illegal.
mafia? Yeah, so like a mafia. Do you mean mafia?
Yes,
Like
but no, it's a mafia. No, it's a mafia.
a gang, maybe a gang.
Yes,
So
it's
group of people, a gang. So
gang?
illegal people. Yeah, you could say gang. Do you know gang?
Gang. Ah, okay, yes.
You can say, for example, my friends are my gang. Yeah, as like a joke. But a gang is like usually illegal people, criminal people that do things like kill maybe or sell drugs. Yeah.
Okay, yes. So these people make some crimes like kidnapping, right?
Yeah, kidnapping. Yep.
Kidnapping, drug traffic. I don't know how do you say contrabando. Excuse me,
You know,
I
right?
search contrabando. Smuggling,
Smuggling.
contraband.
Yep. Smuggling. Yep. Smuggling.
Yes. So this is the big problem of my country, but in my city, we have. I think that it's a very important rate for murders.
Yep.
By shoplifting, shooting in the streets.
So, like,
My city is no safe, right?
okay, so it's not so. But what is the punishment? Yeah. So why do people do it? Why do people still traffic drugs, still smuggle, still shoot people? Is the
Okay,
punishment strong enough?
Yes, it's very difficult in my country capture these people, but when the policemen of the government take the people, the punishment is the people go to the jail for I don't know 8 years,
Yeah.
10 years. In the when the people give excuse me, steal in the streets
Yeah.
some little things like bags or whatever. The punishment is like 6 months. This is
Not much. So it's difficult to catch. By the way, I can hear an echo again. I don't know if it's. I'll just mute some people. Don't be offended if I mute you. I'm just seeing if I can find it. Okay. Yeah. Paula, I think we can hear an echo from your mic. Could you just make sure the Verbling website is closed? Yeah. So there should be 2 windows. There's a Hangout window and the Verbling window. Just make sure that's closed. Okay. Otherwise, it will cause an echo. Okay. So Jonathan, you're saying that it's not so, but the punishment is not strong enough, or is it because basically it's difficult to find these people. These are professional people, yeah?
Yes, yes, yes.
Okay, that's interesting. Jose, what do you say about Spain and your city?
I think Spain is
basically it's difficult.
a safe country. Maybe we have a crime for every 100 people, and the half of the crime is about stolen. 50-50 is stolen with violence, and
There's, it seems like
20%.
Now it's okay. Now it's okay. There was a bit of a connection problem. Yeah, sorry. So now it's okay, I think. So 50% is
Yes.
people stealing. 20% is
Yes, 60% of every crimes are steal.
Yep.
Steal. 50 of these 60 is with violent, and the other 50 is no violent. You store your car when you don't see, store your wallet, you don't see nothing. There is another 20% crime is related with drugs, with fight with police, manifestation by NETA in Catalonia, and another 5% is killers and beyond family
and stuff. Yeah. So
This,
it's probably
yes,
quite
and
similar figures. Yeah?
prostitution.
Quite similar
But
figures, maybe. Yeah?
Sorry?
Quite similar figures, yeah, probably to a lot of cities, yes. So mainly the main crime maybe is stealing, but yeah, what happens though if you do these crimes? What's the punishment? So if, for example, you're attacking a policeman, how will you be punished? Do you go into prison, or is there another form of punishment?
If you stole a thing with it costs more than 400, you don't
Okay, you get fined.
you haven't punished.
So
If
fines,
you-
yes. Okay, not a fine. So if it's less than 400 euros, no punishment.
Yes.
More than 400 euros, okay. There's like I guess you could say
Euros or dollars, dollars, yes. Yeah, you have a problem. You have problem.
So it depends on the value of the item and stuff. Okay, Can, what do you say? Yes, in your country, what is crime like, and what are the major crimes, in your opinion? We can't hear you just yet. We can't hear you. No. Just check your mic settings. But I'm still hearing an echo for some reason. Strange. Yeah, shouldn't have an echo. I don't know if it's strange. Yeah, because if your microphone's working, we shouldn't be able to hear the echo. Yeah, so maybe it's not you. Maybe it's not you. I'm going to mute some people to see if we can find. Okay. Yep. Khan, there's an echo coming from you, but we can't hear your voice for some reason. Yeah, so it's a bit unusual.
Can you hear me now?
Yep. Now we can hear. Yep.
Okay, is there an echo now?
No, it's perfect. Now it's okay. Yeah, good. High five. Okay, so where are you from? Sorry, Khan. We didn't speak at the beginning.
I'm from Turkey.
Turkey.
Yeah.
Cool. Nice to meet you. Did you manage to hear what we were talking about by any chance?
Yes, I've been listening to you guys.
Okay, and what's your thoughts? Yeah. So, one, have you committed a crime, and what's the situation like in your city and your country?
For example, the major crime in my country is, I think, I'm not, of course, familiar with the topic, but as far as I know, killing somebody is a major crime. And
Yeah, it's a bit quiet. Sorry, Khan, it's a bit quiet. Could you increase the volume a little bit?
Okay. Is it cool now?
A little bit, I think. Yeah, I think. Try it.
I think this is the high water.
Can anyone else hear? Yeah, so it might be my problem. Yeah, so Jonathan, can you hear?
No, it's very. If he can speak up because I don't hear very well.
So it's a bit quiet, Ken.
Okay, but I am trying to be as much close as the microphone, and my settings are. It says it's 100% because they have speakers.
Let's try it. Yeah. So let's try. Okay, we'll do our best to hear. Okay.
Can you hear me now?
Yep, a little bit. Yep. Okay. So you're saying that it's similar where you live as other places, yeah?
That's right. But I need to say something. Omar, I think, is muting me. I don't know why.
There's an echo. Did you say?
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. I think you guys can hear me, right?
Yep. Yeah. A little bit. Yeah. Try. Just speak, and we'll try our best. Yeah. No. Okay. That should be okay.
Okay. I forgot the question.
No worries.
Sorry.
Okay. So, what would you say? What would you say?
Just muted because I heard a lot of noise from his mic. Just all. I'm sorry, Ken. I don't mean it.
That's okay, man. No problem.
Okay.
I don't
So,
mean it, man.
I was just saying. Yes. So, wait. What did it say? Okay. So, I was just saying. What's crime like in your country and your city? What are the main crimes in Turkey, and where you live in Turkey?
I think I am pretty lucky because I live in Antalya, the southern part of Turkey, and here is pretty famous for its touristic places.
Yep.
So here is not that many criminal place. So we are cool and we are good, I think. I haven't heard any like big crimes in here. Maybe some of the guys thought like shoplifting maybe or just stealing something. But I haven't heard a big crime in Antalya. I have been living here for like 8 years in a row, but I think I am pretty lucky about this subject.
So it depends where you live, yeah? It depends where you live. Some regions are pretty safe, others are not. What do you say is the least safe part of Turkey?
I think it depends, but I can say that Istanbul, whose population is like around 15 million, so, the more people comes to one city and the more crime occurs. So that's, I think I can say the Istanbul, city of Istanbul is most crime.
Maybe it's like that, yeah. I would say London and cities like Manchester in the UK, yeah, with the biggest crimes. So the biggest cities. Paolo, what do you say, Paola?
Yes, I'm here.
Perfect, cool. Nice to speak again. Paola, what about where you live? How is the...
I live in Italy, Milan.
Perfect. We haven't spoken this session, have we?
No, not yet.
Not yet, okay. Yeah, I was trying to work out if we spoke. So welcome, Paola. And you're in Milan, yeah? So the Gucci capital or something, yeah?
Yeah. Yes, the fashion capital, I guess so.
Okay, so the Gucci capital. What's it like there? Is it safe? Or do you get lots of people stealing the Gucci bags or stealing... Was it Prada or something? Yeah. So, what's the main crimes would you say, Paolo? Paola? Can you hear us? Okay, we'll come back to you, Paolo. We've just lost you. We'll come back to you. Okay. Penny is here. How are you, Penny?
Penny like the ping pong jury.
Okay, we'll come back to you as well. Okay, Alexander, you live in London. Tell us about crime in London. No one can hear me, right? Okay, Alexander, are you there? Okay, Paola, can you hear?
Well, I don't
know.
No,
no,
because I can.
Yep.
Yes. Can you hear me?
Yeah, it's okay now. Yep.
Can you hear me? Yeah.
Yep.
Yes. In London, I can see some crime because here here is a very busy city, and maybe I can see when people start fighting in Central Seoul.
Yep. So when there's fights, there's problems in the pubs and things like that. Yeah, that happens. But do you see anything like, I don't know? Yeah. So I guess murders, you wouldn't see that so much. It happens, but in the dark streets maybe. Yeah. But do you feel if you committed a crime, Alexander, what do you think would happen to you in London? So if you did something like you stole from a shop on Oxford Street or whatever, what would happen to you? What do you feel would happen to you?
Maybe I had a very big problem because my roommate sell drugs, no, like gang, sell drugs, and he didn't working maybe 3 months he sell drugs, and maybe last month Polishman come here, and he has a very big problem, and now he's in prison. In prison.
Prison. Okay, so he's in prison.
Yeah. And I don't know.
Okay, so it basically you get caught, yeah. So they have lots of investigators and things like that. Yeah, it's very easy to get caught, I'd say. But how does it compare, for example, with back home? Yeah, so if you sold drug, or if your roommate sold drugs, what would happen?
I get a big problem, and maybe I need if I sell drugs, I going to prison, and I need pay money.
Yeah, so pay a fine. Pay a fine. Yeah, that's what I was getting you to see if you knew this word. 1 second. Fine. Okay, so a fine is basically a fee you pay. If you've done a crime, sometimes they'll charge a fine. Maybe you have to pay £100 or £50, something like that. That's a crime. That's a fine. Sorry. Okay. Any questions, guys, so far? Paula, can you hear us?
Yeah. Yes, but my connection is, I don't know, it's not working well.
Let's hope it's okay. Let's hope it's okay. Have you ever committed a crime, Paula? And what are the main crimes in Milan?
The main crimes in Milan, I think, is stole something. Yes.
So theft, yeah? So theft.
Theft, yes, theft. But we have some big problem with prison in Italy.
Okay.
Because we have few prisons, and then and we have too much criminals, and so our prisons are always full, and so some politicians ask to grant an amnesty for some criminals.
So overcrowded prisons, yeah? Prisons are overcrowded. Same in the UK. What they're doing is they're reducing the sentence of the criminals. So maybe if they said, okay, you have to be in prison for life, now they're saying, okay, 20 years is enough. Yeah, so they're saying, okay, that's okay. So they're reducing the sentence. Yeah, so the prison sentence. Does everyone know?
I have a question.
Yes, please.
An important question, I think.
Okay.
Okay, being a criminal or a thief is a choice?
Is a choice?
No, it's a choice.
Is it a choice, did you say? Was that a question, is it a choice? In the UK, or what do you mean, sorry, dear?
That the criminal man or the thief man, he choose to be act like this?
Yep.
Or what?
I don't know. Yeah, that's the point. Yeah, is he natural? Is it something he's born with, or is it something that he's learnt to do? I don't know. That's what we can discuss in a minute. But Alex says overcrowded. What is it? Basically, when something's overcrowded, there's too many people in the space. There's not enough room. There's not enough space for more people, or even for the current amount of people. So the prisons are overcrowded, meaning there are too many people in the prisons. Yeah?
Yes.
Okay. Paula, did you understand?
Yes, I understand.
Cool. Okay, so overcrowded. Basically, the prisons are too full. So Dia posed a very, very interesting question. He asked if these people are natural, if they're born like this, or, for example, if they develop this. Yeah. So Andrew, do you think criminals are naturally bad people?
No, I don't think so.
Why do people commit crime?
Because its circumstances fluent, I think.
Fluent. What do you mean by fluent?
No. No, I guess effect. It's effect.
The effect, yeah. So there's
Yes,
cause and effect, yeah. Is that what you mean? So
yes, yes.
and why do they do it? What's the incentive? Yeah. So do you know what the word means? Incentive.
No.
So an incentive is what makes someone do it. For example, you go to work to get money. That's the why you go to work. You commit a crime to get what? What do they get from it? What's the incentive? Andrew, yeah. So what's the incentive? As in, what do people get from crime? So you're studying English, Jonathan. Your incentive is what? Why are you studying English, Jonathan?
Oh, the reason.
The reason, yeah. Or what you get. So, for example, let's take this example. Jonathan, what's your incentive for learning English? Why are you doing it?
I'm studying English because I need two things. And the first is I need to graduate of my university, my college. And the second is because I want to get a space in somewhere in a university with I don't know, study a PhD.
Yeah. Okay. So
I
Jonathan's
need to.
incentive. Yep. So Jonathan's incentive for studying English is that if he studies English, he can get on the PhD degree course. That's the reason.
Can you,
yeah? So
can you write the word incentive in the verbal chat box? Yeah.
Yeah. No worries. No worries. In the verbal chat box and also the Google chat. Okay. So incentive. It's basically what motivates you to do something. So
Incentive. Right.
if you didn't get paid, maybe you wouldn't be motivated to work. If you didn't, if you didn't care about, if the university didn't care about English, then you wouldn't be incentivized to learn English. Maybe you wouldn't spend the time on it as much time. Yes, that's what makes you do something. So, Andrew, what is the incentive of a criminal? What makes them do it? What do they get from it? Ah, someone's put their hand up.
It's maybe some needs.
Okay, what kind of needs?
Food, I guess.
Okay.
For some poor people, and some people they got some bad education in family, I guess.
Yeah. Okay, so you were saying, are criminals, I mean major criminals, always poor and low educated, would you say, Andrew?
Yes.
What would you say to this, Jonathan?
I think that there are kind of criminal that this kind of criminal can be a person that needs some money, and it's more easy get the money with the criminal way, right? So these people can take the time to study or can or have not the possibility to. Excuse me?
Can everyone hear the noise in the background? There's
Okay.
a massive noise, yeah? So it's okay. No, it's okay.
So I say that these kind of people can have not the possibilities to get the get the way to make the better thing. So the easy way is stall or drug trafficking is to survive.
So it's easier. So you're saying they're doing it as a means to survive. Do you think, for example, I'm trying to, as you're speaking, I'm trying to look for a video from a couple of days ago about a crime that happened near my hometown in the UK. I'm trying to, so that's what I'm searching for in the meantime. But do you think they're all low educated and they're all poor, or do you think some do it out of greed? Some are actually educated.
The understated environment that's surrounding them really have a bad influence on their character.
So the environment they're brought up in and stuff. By the way, we've got a new person. Sorry, Seyhun. Can you hear us? Or how do I say your name? Hello? Okay, we can't see. By the way, guys, I'm going to send you a video of something, that happened near my hometown the other day. So you can watch this if you like in a minute. But before we go into that, Jose, so do you think all criminals are low educated and poor?
I think people need to buy the clothes for their children and give food to the children. And if they haven't job and charity isn't enough, people must still go to clean.
If there's not enough money, you've got to get the money from somewhere. It's either let your children starve or try and help them, you don't. So that's the difficult situation. That's what we're talking about. So is it more that people are bad if they commit crimes, or do some people commit crimes out of desperation, I wonder? So Walid is here.
I think people are desperation to then go to steal.
So it's
no easy way. No, it is an easy way.
You can't just say this person is that, this person is that. It depends on the circumstances. Yeah, I would agree. Walid, can you hear us? Walid? Okay, we'll come back to you. Wanderson has just joined us. Wanderson? Okay, guys, I'm going to send you a video really quickly on Verbling chat and also, in fact, only on Google Chat. And for those who are watching, I'll put it on Verbling chat. It's of a crime that happened in the UK near my hometown a couple of days ago. Watch this and tell me what you think. Yeah, so mute your microphones. Could everyone please watch this and come back in a couple of well, it's not very long video, I think. Yeah, so it's 1 minute or so. So watch this, mute your microphones, and come back once you've watched it. Did everyone understand? Yeah? Yeah? I'm assuming that's a yes, okay? Okay, let's watch this. Okay, did everyone see this? Okay, did everyone see?
Yep.
Okay, what was your impressions and what did you understand? Alexander, you're living in the UK at the moment. Did you hear about this?
Hello?
Hello? Who was that? Who said hello?
Yes, I'm.
Oh yeah, it was you. Okay, did you hear about this?
Because I mute my microphone.
Oh, no worries, no worries, no worries.
No.
Okay, yeah, so this was in Andover, yeah? It's not too far for where I live. Okay, why do you think the gang did this? And do you think it was clever of them? Yeah, so we've got Ismail, yeah? So Ismail, sorry, I'll just say hello to you. Quickly. How are you, Ismail? Ismail? Are you there? Okay, I can't hear you. Maybe your microphone's muted. But in the meantime, we have Hirono. Hirono? Can you hear? Check your mics, guys, and we'll come back. Okay, so, Jonathan, okay, did you manage to see this clip?
Yes, I saw this clip.
What was your impression?
I think that this person, the Gans, it's a criminal mind because it's very planning. It's like a project to destroy this ATM. So.
And they didn't. Somehow they didn't burn the money. Yeah. So I don't know. That's.
Yeah.
So would we say?
Like a project.
Do you think this gang is not educated and are poor?
No. These
So
people can go to the college.
yeah. So do you think, for example, yeah, what goes through the mind of this person? Yeah? Why did they do it? That's the question. Hirono, I could hear something from your mic. I just muted you. Could you unmute yourself now? Yeah. So I'll say hello to you. Okay. Okay, guys, we're running out of time very, very quickly. Does anyone have any questions? Yeah, we've run out of time actually quite quicker than I thought. Does anyone have any questions before we go?
Yes, I have one question.
Yes, please.
What is I write in the Google chat twills or
thieves? Do you
what
mean?
this
Have
one?
girlfriend?
People
Yeah.
who steal things. Yeah, people like people who steal. That's the thieves. The thieves. People who steal. Yeah.
Oh, okay, thanks.
Thieves.
No worries. Thieves. Yeah. A thief, many thieves.
Okay.
Hirono, you have just joined. We just can hear you, but we've run out of time. Hirono, very, very quickly. Nice to meet you. Where are you from?
Nice to meet you. I'm from Japan, Tokyo.
Perfect. Tokyo, the main city.
So
Okay.
I'm
No worries.
I'm not from time. I'm sorry.
No worries.
I just
we've run
wanted
out-
to see you.
But hopefully we can speak in a future session, Hirono, yeah? But
In
guys, I've
future,
got to
yeah.
close the chat now, but great to speak with you.
Bye bye.
Bye-bye, take care. Cheers.
Bye bye.